Hello everyone, you are welcome back to my channel. In the last video, we learned how to sew the Ankara Palazzo trouser, but I did not include the waistband tutorial. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing us how to attach the elastic waistband to the trouser and also attach the drawstring. So let's get right into the video. So the first thing we want to do is to measure the waist that we are going to be working with. For this tutorial, this trouser that we are making, the waist I'm working with is 40 inches, and that is the hip measurement, because this trouser does not have zip, it's just the waistband. In order for you to be able to wear this trouser, for you to pass the hip area, you have to use the hip measurement as the waist. That's the only way it's going to pass the person's hip. The hip I'm working with for this video is 40 inches, and that is going to be the waist measurement, but the person's normal waist is 28. So I'm going to cut the elastic waistband with the person's waist, while the fabric, the fabric waistband is going to be the hip measurement, which is 40 inches. So for the elastic waistband, I'm going to reduce the measurements with like 2 or 3 inches. So since the person's waist is 28, the elastic waistband is going to be like 25 or 26, because I don't want it to be too tight, because there's also going to be drawstring. So if it's not tight enough, the person can use the drawstring to adjust it. The first thing we're going to do is to sew the both sides together, the both sides of the waistband. After taking your measurement, after marking out your 40 inches, you're going to sew it together, the two edges, so that it will form a round circle. And after that, after sewing the two edges together to form the round circle, cut off the excess, and then you fold it together into two, just the way you see me doing. Fold it together into two, and then you're going to mark the waistband that we're working it is 1.5 inch. So you're going to mark 1.25 inch all around that waistband that you have folded, and you're going to mark it. Use a chalk and a ruler to rule the line. Mark it so that you can be seeing the line very well, because you're going to sew on that line. And after sewing, or after marking that line, just start sewing on that line all around, and then when you get to the edge, don't close it. Do not close it, because that's where you're going to pass the elastic waistband through. I said we should cut 1.5 so that it will not be too tight for the waistband to pass through. There will be small space. You're going to take out a safety pin. You take out your safety pin, pin it in the inside the waistband, just the way you see me doing, and now you're going to start passing it through that opening that we left behind. You'll be patient with it while doing this procedure. Make sure you pass it round, and make sure you don't drag it too much, so that that edge where you're passing it from will not enter inside the waistband, because if it enter inside, you have to bring the whole thing out again and start all over again. So you have to be careful while passing it around. After doing that, you've come out of the other edge, you're going to join the waistband, the elastic waistband. You're going to join the both sides together and drag it in. Then that opening that we left behind, you can now go ahead to close it. You will start top stitching on the waistband. While you are sewing, you'll be dragging it like this, just the way you see me doing. So while you're sewing, make sure to drag. Don't leave it like that. Make sure to drag. When you have got it to this other side where you started from, make sure that there is no fabric remaining, like gathering here. If fabric is gathering here, that means you have done it wrongly, so you have to lose it and do it again. Otherwise your waistband will not be balanced. And the reason why that is happening is because you did not drag it properly. If you drag it properly, it will blend very well. After sewing this first one, you're going to go ahead and sew again, just the way you did this first one, where you dragged to sew this first one. You're going to drag again to sew another one under. like this. You're going to leave like half inch and sew again under. You can see how the waistband is looking. So this line now at the bottom, this is where you are going to, this first line that you sewed to join the front and the back together. This is where you are going to sew on to attach it to the main fabric. And if you are attaching it to the main fabric, you see the position, the direction where my waistband is facing, as the waist is facing down. That is how it's going to be facing down when you will be attaching it to the trouser, to the fabric itself. And you attach it like this, facing the right side of the fabric. Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, this is the trouser, this is the pant trouser. If you want to attach the waistband, we are going to use it to face the right side, this front side, like this. And you will top stitch, you will sew it together like this, so that by the time you are done, when you turn it, it will now look like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? And while you are sewing the waistband, the elastic waistband, you are going to be stretching it. Make sure to stretch it so that it can fit into the waist properly. So don't forget to stretch while you are sewing. Just be stretching it so that to fit into the waist properly. And after attaching the waistband to the trouser, then you weave the edge all around. All this edge that is fraying, you are going to weave it all around so that it will not be losing like this. For this pants trouser, I'm not attaching a rope to it, but I just want to teach you guys how to attach the rope to the waistband. And this is not the same fabric as what I'm doing, but just to illustrate to you people, this is from another outfit entirely, just to show you people how to attach the rope, the drawstring, to the elastic waistband. That is why I'm doing this. So you are going to look for the center point of this waistband. That center point that you are going to mark now is where will be the center of your front piece. This center line now that I just marked, this is where we align with the center line on your front piece of your pants. After marking this line now, you are going to mark 1 inch. You're going to mark 1 inch on both sides and mark that point. Mark 1 inch again and mark that point. Now these 2 points that we have marked, we are going to notch that point, and you are going to notch only these front pieces. You make sure it does not get to the back or cut the waistband, just only this front piece. That's where you're notching. You'll notch the other side too, just the way you see me doing. Don't cut your waistband. Don't cut your waistband or allow it to get to the back. Just this front piece, that's just where you're notching. Safety pin that we used before, you're going to bring it again and pierce it just the way we did it for the elastic when we're passing it through. You're going to repeat the same thing on this side, on this drawstring. Pierce it like this and we'll start passing it through. See that hole where we marked, where we notched? That's where you're going to pass it through, just the way you see me doing. While you're passing it through, you'll be drawing it just the way you did just the way we did for the elastic. You'll be drawing it. So I want to draw it out. You can see. Okay, you can see how it's looking. So by the time I'm done, this is how your waistband should also be looking. So I hope you learned something in this video. Please like, share this video to your friends so that they will learn too. Drop a comment before you leave, please, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.